Hey, it's Mindy with Astrology by Love here for Gemini Sun and Rising's horoscope. We are starting this horoscope from the new moon on January 28th at 9 degrees of Aquarius to the new moon on February 27th. That takes place at 9 degrees of Pisces. So let's go ahead and jump in. We're starting off the month this January 28th, this new moon in Aquarius. Gemini, this new moon is in your ninth house. This is long distance travel, foreigners, long-term goals you're wanting to accomplish, anything you're wanting to master. And so there is a new start in this area of your life. Pluto has recently entered this area, so your focus has been on it recently. Also on January 28th, Mercury is conjoining Pluto in the sky. So there's going to be a new thought process in this area, maybe a new way to communicate. Perhaps you'll bring a sibling along on a long distance travels or something like that. But this is a beautiful new moon. There are softer energies, so it's not strong, it's not forcing anything, but it's just this beautiful impulse to start in your ninth house of long distance learning on January 28th. Then on the 29th, we are feeling the energy building up to the Sun trining Jupiter on the 30th. So the Sun is still in your ninth house, long distance travel. Jupiter is in your first house. So you have just been feeling happier, easier to get along with this past year. And the Sun in your ninth house, this may be a guru, someone that you are learning from, but it's a beautiful connection to your first house. So this could very much be someone giving you a gift, someone saying nice things about you, but this would be a leader or a man that's in charge of you somehow, Gemini. And so that energy's there on January 30th. Then on the 31st, we are feeling the lead up to Venus conjuncting Neptune on February 1st. So Venus currently is in your house of work. This is your career. You've been looking good work-wise here lately. And there's some kind of like a dreamy, ethereal quality to your work life this weekend, which is great because Saturn's been there these past 2 years, really kind of making it feel more like a drudgery than anything. So this weekend will be one that maybe you're hanging out with coworkers, maybe your boss gives you a long weekend, but something fun and beautiful around work is taking place this weekend. Like I said, the energies come exact on February 1st. Then on February 3rd, Mercury is trining Jupiter retrograde. So Mercury is in your ninth house. This is long distance travel. You're thinking about, higher education, learning, things like that. And you are remembering stuff though. This is very much, this connection with Jupiter is causing you maybe to remember what you used to look like, how you used to be, how much fun you had the other night. You are enjoying this energy on the 3rd. However, also on February 3rd, Mars is retrograde and it's squaring Chiron. So Mars is currently in your house of finances, family values. You've been maybe impulsively spending on stuff you don't even want. Maybe you've been tighter or cheaper, but it's been a not fun sort of icky energy, and it is having an ill connection with your friends. So your friends have hurt you some these past few years. Maybe you've not gotten along with them. Maybe you've healed some things, but something about your money and your friends aren't getting along on the 3rd. Even though your long-term goals and your happiness is abounding. So those are some conflicting energies, but that energy is building up on the 2nd, coming to a head on the 3rd. Then on the 4th, Venus is moving into your house of friends. So Venus is moving into the sign of Aries. Aries has a very impulsive nature, very much wants what it wants, when it wants it, which is right then and there. Aries very much likes new stuff. So you may be going on some new adventures with your friends, Gemini. Also on the 4th, Jupiter stands still in the sky and prepares to move direct. So this is very much, you should just be super happy on the 4th. This energy will be building up, but you'll feel it on the 4th. And it has a connection to you having fun with your friends. So maybe a friend just comes out of nowhere and is like, hey, let's go do this. Spontaneous fun. That's going to be your cup of tea on the 4th. Plus, Venus is in your house of friends for the rest of the month. So this impulsive, let's go have fun energy is with you for the rest of the month, Gemini. Then on February 6th, Venus is sextiling Pluto. So there's going to be some kind of new start to this fun that you're having with your friends. Maybe y'all do plan to go on a cruise together or some kind of mastery class or anything of that sort. But y'all will be talking about it, and if the new start occurs, it's going to be on February 6th. Then on February 8th, Mars, which is retrograde in your house of finances, is lending its energy to Saturn. Saturn has been in your house of work, not having fun, structuring stuff, making sure you dot all your I's, cross all your T's at work. And so there's some kind of friendly connection there, but the doldrums at work is causing you to maybe not spend or buy stuff that you don't really want just to get that energy out. But that energy is taking place. We're going to be feeling it on the 6th and 7th, but that Mars trine Saturn is on February 8th. Also on February 8th, we are going to be experiencing what's called a Mercury Cazimi. So this Mercury Cazimi is starting on February 8th and ending on February 9th. So it will start February 8th around 7:10 p.m. on the West Coast, 10:10 p.m. on the East Coast. It's going to come exact around 4 a.m. in the morning on the 9th on the West Coast, 7 a.m. in the morning on the East Coast. And then we're going to quit feeling this energy. It'll kind of dissipate around noon on the West Coast, 3 p.m. on the East Coast. So a Mercury Cazimi is when Mercury lines up in the heart of the sun. This is when the divine sprinkles beautiful, amazing ideas, inventions, breakthroughs, and problems that we've been having. We're just, somehow going to know what to do. This is taking place during the evening, so you may have a dream about the solution. You may wake up in the middle of the night and just be like, Eureka. Sleep with a notepad by your bed, because you'll definitely want to write it down and remember whatever these solutions are. Then on February 10th, maybe one of the solutions is to quit talking to some people. So Mercury is squaring Uranus. So Uranus has been in your 12th house of the subconscious, making you feel a little anxious, a little paranoid, maybe a little crazy these past several years. Mercury is still in your 9th house, long distance travel, mastery, and there's some kind of just uncomfortable connection there. Maybe you decide, hey, I don't really want to go on this trip, or hey, that learning class is too expensive, that's not what I'm wanting to do, or maybe you're just paranoid about it and you don't feel right, so you pull back. That energy's there on the 10th, and then on the 11th, the sun is squaring Uranus. So it's something about a man, maybe like a guru or a foreign man or something in that realm of long distance travel and learning makes you want to cut it off as well. So maybe a man shows up and says, hey, why'd you say no yesterday? And you're like, not doing this. Then on February 12th, we have a full moon. This is kind of a break it or make it or break it sort of full moon. This full moon's at 24 degrees of Leo. So this is in your 3rd house of community, siblings, and it crosses over to, once again, that house of long distance travel, mastery. And it's causing you to really feel paranoid and anxious, Gemini. So this is, you may feel like people are after you, or you don't know what the catch is or the bottom line, but this is something around the access of learning. And you're probably going to be making some decisions, some hard no's or some hard yeses, and you're going to feel under pressure to do it. And that energy is going to be there on February 12th. We'll be feeling it build up on the 11th, but it'll be there on the 12th. Then on February 14th, Mercury moves into the sign of Pisces. Pisces is the ruler of your 10th house of career, so communication at work is going to get a lot easier. If you have to commute or drive around with your job that's going to be a lot more enjoyable. Maybe you get a new phone with work, but that energy will be there from February 14th, Valentine's Day, on till the rest of the month, so that'll be enjoyable. Then on February 18th, the sun also moves into your 10th house of career. So you'll really be in the spotlight, Gemini, and you've got a lot of beautiful planets there to help you during this time, but work is definitely a focus in your life right now. Then on February 21st, we're going to be feeling the energy building up on the 21st, the 22nd to the 23rd. On the 23rd of February, Mars is going to stand still. So he's been going retrograde in the sky. He's been in your house of finances, wreaking a little bit of havoc there. And he's going to stand still in the sky on that day. You are going to want to shop, to just buy, to just go. And you may even start a fight in the store. Who knows? This is not going to be a fun energy for you, Gemini. Then also on the 23rd, Mercury in your house of work is trining Mars. So maybe you're going to be, maybe something about work is going to cause you to spend money and you're going to be vicious. Hey, I've got to get back to work. What's going on? But all this energy is kind of piling up on the 23rd. We're going to be feeling it come the 21st, 22nd, but it's really going to be piling up on the 23rd. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. So this is very much saying things, and maybe you mean every little bit of it, but you may regret saying it once you've said it. So just be aware the 23rd is going to be kind of a hot day. After that, Mars will be going forward, still going to be in your house of finances, but you'll be able to make smart decisions, and it'll be less emotional sort of decisions. Then on February 25th, Mercury is coming into contact with Saturn in your 10th house of career. So maybe there's some new rules, some kind of new agreement. This may just be a verbal agreement, but it's a day, Mercury and Saturn together a lot of times like creating contracts or agreements, and this could very much happen in your work life on February 25th. Then on February 27th, we are leading up and we've got that new moon in Pisces. So Mercury is sextiling Uranus that day. So expect the unexpected in work. There may be an unexpected communication, unexpected need to travel. And we will talk more about that new moon on the next horoscope video. But I appreciate you hanging out with me today, Gemini. You have a wonderful month and I will see you soon.